I just been tapping in lately, just been creating. I've been in the lab, bro, just cooking up. For y'all who don't know, I just released two new songs recently. I linked them in the description of this live stream, so y'all can go check it out if y'all want. One is called 2 a.m. That's the newest one, and the other one's called Show Some Love. That's the name of the other song. But that's what I've been doing lately, just vibing. I've been impressing myself lately with the work that I've been putting in and just the outcome of it. I've been just impressing myself. Like I'll create a song and I'll just be in amazement, like, damn, this is fire. He said you in creator/God mode. Yup, facts. I'm surprising myself. I'm like, damn. I'm shocking myself with what I'm creating. I'm like, yo. But yeah, that's what it's all about, just tapping in. This stuff ain't even just exclusive to certain people. Like anybody can tap in. Just take some time out to yourself. I just been tapping into the core of myself, the core of my being. Just getting back to the roots. Just tapping in with my inner child. Just being more free and expressive. That's what it's all about. Just getting back in that mode. So where you're fully tapped back in with your inner child, you can just create and have fun. That's all it's about. He said just trying to return my frequency. Yeah, that's what's up. Just getting back right. Yeah, but that's what I've been on lately. Just focused on myself. It's hard to even find people to have these type of conversations with because most people ain't really tapped in with themselves or they're not really creating anything or just being inspired or tapping back in with that inner child and just being expressive and free. Everybody's so tied down to this world and this system. Like I've been living like I'm a kid. That's how it's supposed to be. Like it's so freeing when you could just wake up on your own time. You can create. You can have all the creative control. You have no limitations over you. This is why I said like this system ain't even worth it, in my opinion, because it takes that away from you. It strips that away from you. This is why most people can't tap in because they're too tied down to the system. The system has stripped people away from themselves. Like I'm gonna be doing this stuff forever. I'm gonna always be creating content or music. I'll never give this side of myself up to this world. It's just crazy how so many people have sold themselves out. They've given up on their creative passions and all type of stuff just for the system. Now they're no longer even the same person. This system just turned people into zombies, man. It's sad. All people care about is negativity and drama. Like, I don't want nothing to do with that. Yeah, I just been so tapped into the point where I'm creating my own sound. That's what I realized. I had come to realize that. That's something I had to come to realize. Because even the feedback that I've been getting from certain people, like, yeah, bro, this doesn't sound like nobody. This sounds different. Like with the music you're putting out. And what I had to come to realize is like, damn, I'm really creating my own lane with this. Just the way that I record and my vocals and my tones and all, just all of that. A lot of this stuff doesn't happen instantly. It's just, it happens over time. Just being consistent. Just being patient with yourself. People weren't patient enough with themselves, man. You don't gotta rush everything. Just be patient and just do what you love so it doesn't come off as quote unquote hard work. Just enjoy the process. He said we never lost ourselves in the chaos. Facts. He said people are burning out. Yeah. But yeah, it's all about just trusting the process. He said society wants to be all about partying, yeah, and just distractions. It's just everything to take you away from yourself. This world strips away the essence of every fiber of your being, the true you. This is why I don't even tell people to like tap in with their old selves anymore, their quote unquote old selves. I just tell people to tap into your true self because it's the core of you. Most people have lost themselves and it's a shame. All people can talk to you about is some drama, bro. It's annoying. Like I just be in the lab, I just be creating, I just be in my own zone, bro. And people want to hit you up about gossip or something. It's just annoying. Like do something that you love to do. Is there anything you love to create? Just tap in with that. Some people don't even have anything they love to do, which is a shame as well. That's how distorted people's minds have become, to the point where they don't even know what they love. They don't even know what they enjoy to do. I'm just glad that I'm still myself. I haven't lost myself through all these years. I'm still me. I'm still creating, having fun. It's all about just being in a moment, in that flow state. I've been even seeing, he said, all you see in society is followers and fakes. Yeah. This is why it's imperative that you just tap into yourself. You don't want to be a part of that, and you don't want to get strung along with everybody else. Like, you gotta just stand firm on your path. A lot of people ain't gonna understand it, but I mean, this is for my soul at this point. You're in a fight for your soul at this point. So I gotta do what resonates with my soul, what nourishes my soul. And that's what I'm gonna continue to indulge in, the things that are fulfilling to me. He said we don't need them. He said soul and man, yo. I even been seeing synchronicities lately. I've been experiencing synchronicities lately. For example, I made the recent song that I just made. It's called 2 a.m., right? So I made that song 2 a.m. And then I looked on YouTube and there was a channel called 2 a.m. and it was on my recommendations. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, it's to the point where it's damn near kind of spooky because it's like, how did it synchronize like that? Because it's so random, but it just occurs in your reality. That's how you know that there's a greater force here. That's how you know the creator is real. God, the universe, the creator, whatever you perceive it as, it's real. He said it's 222 length too. Yeah, that's another synchronicity. I noticed that as well. See, like you can't even make this stuff up. That's why it's so important that you just tap in with yourself. Get back to creating. Get back to doing things that you love. Stop putting this world before yourself because it's turning you into a robot. It's turning you into a zombie. I'll never prioritize this world over myself and my passions and what fulfills me. And I want you guys to do the same. Just tap in with yourself and create and have fun and be in the moment. It's really to the point where you might be the only one in your town. You might be the only one in your city moving this way, moving a certain way. Or you might be one of very few. That just shows you how narrow this path is of how many people have already been strung along by this system. Like it's not many people moving like this or thinking this way. So don't expect people to get it or understand you. They're not gonna get it, bro. because you're not moving like everybody else. You're not doing what everybody else is doing. People want you to sell yourself out to this system. Like, nah, I'm cool, bro. I'm chilling, having fun, pursuing my passions, tapping in. Nothing else on the outside really matters. I mean, it might be instant gratification. That's about it. Doesn't really matter that much. It doesn't compare to what fulfills you internally. Nothing in this outside world is even worth that. I can experience the best feeling in the world just tapping in with myself or creating a song, and the song just hits and it just puts me in a trance, and I could just vibe out. Like, it's like no other feeling in the world beats that. This is why I don't value this worldly stuff as much as other people, because I value the things that truly fulfill me. And 9 times out of 10, it doesn't even involve any money. It's just instant. It's something that I can do in a moment. You don't even have to pay for this stuff. You can just be in a moment. It doesn't cost no amount of money to create, to be creative, to have that creative spark, or to just tap, or to simply just tap in with yourself. It costs $0. Just be patient with yourself. Just be in a moment. Just literally just be. Just be present. Like, it's so simple. I don't know if it's so simple for me to tap in because I've been doing it for so long. It might be because you'll try to break it down to other people and they won't get it, or I don't know. But for me, it's just so simple to tap in. And I think that me not being in a rat race and just living on my own terms and having that creative control and that freedom, I think that's another reason as well why I can just tap in, because like I mentioned before, like this system has tied everybody down already. And it's unfathomable to me to even just think about how people can do this, how they can live this way. Like constantly being on the run, constantly being on in that rat race on that hamster wheel, never having time to themselves. I don't get how people can function that way. Like no amount of money in the world is worth that to me. There's no amount of money that's worth your freedom. That's worth your soul. That's worth more than just tapping in with the source and that freedom. Like who would relinquish that for a paper dollar? I just don't get how people have relinquished that to this system. People traded in their freedom for this system. The more you tap into this, the more you realize how worthless most of this worldly stuff is anyway. You start to realize how surface level it is. It doesn't really bring you any fulfillment. It's just null and void to you. You don't care about it. I feel like I'm living in a whole separate algorithm for most people because I'm free. It just feels so natural to live this way. Like I could never give this up for any amount of money. They sold people a dream that this worldly stuff matters so much. Once you tap in with your soul, you realize, like, damn, there's nothing that's worth it more than this. There's nothing more worth it than this. And if people ever reach that state, if they ever did, they would realize it and they would never go back to the rat race again. Once you tap in and reach this state, man, you're gonna feel so free. You'll never want to step foot into the workforce ever again. But you can't even explain this stuff to most people. I just feel like this is the most natural way of living for me. Because whenever I was living according to this system, it felt like I was living backwards, just moving in a backwards spiral, just feeling so restricted. Even on a mental level, it's not just restricted in a physical sense, but mentally, you just feel restricted. This is why I said it's literally a fight for your soul at this point. Do you choose your soul or do you choose this system? Because once you're gone, none of this is going to matter anyway. They don't want people to reach this mentality. They don't want people to reach this state of consciousness, man, because they know it's gonna unlock people's true potential and their true selves. This is why they keep people trapped in this rat race. You got people so restricted, only thinking on this physical level, bro. There's so many other dimensions out here. And they got people so tapped into the physical. Like, I'd rather tap into the ethers. I'd rather tap into that creative God mode. Just higher dimensional planes of existence. You got people so restricted to this bum ass reality, this bum ass physical reality that's controlled, that's corrupted. I'm tapping into higher dimensions. This is where that creativity comes from, just tapping in the universe. And the feeling that you get from it, from tapping in or creating, it's a feeling that nothing in this world can beat. I'm telling you. People are so limited in their thinking because they're so focused on the physical material realm.